Close your eyes and imagine a place where ancient temples rise from the earth, where the mountains are crowned with snow yet only an hour away the sea glistens in the sun, and where every corner reveals a story thousands of years old. This place is Lebanon. Though small in size, Lebanon is one of the most fascinating destinations on our planet, a country where every stone, every tree, and every smile has something to tell. Today, we begin our journey around the world, and our very first stop is this extraordinary land, the land of cedars. Introduction to Lebanon. Lebanon covers just over 10,000 square kilometers, yet it contains more diversity than countries many times larger. Its capital, Beirut, is both modern and ancient, dynamic and traditional, a city that never truly sleeps. But what makes Lebanon so captivating is not only its geography. It is the way this land has been a meeting point of civilizations for over 7,000 years. Phoenicians, Romans, Arabs, Ottomans, and French, each left a mark, and today Lebanon is a mosaic of all these influences. A land of contrasts, of surprises, and of unforgettable beauty. Beirut, the beating heart. Our journey begins in Beirut, often called the Paris of the Middle East. This city is a whirlwind of energy. The moment you step onto the Corniche, Beirut's seaside promenade, you feel the pulse of the city. Joggers, fishermen, families, and street vendors all share the same stretch of walkway overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. The sound of waves mixes with the call of seagulls, and the salty breeze carries with it the laughter of children and the aroma of roasted corn. Not far away stand the famous Pigeon Rocks, two massive natural formations that have become the city's landmark. Watching the sunset here is a ritual for both locals and visitors. The sky turns golden, the sea glows, and the rocks stand tall, silent witnesses to centuries of history. Yet Beirut is not only about scenic views. It is also about neighborhoods full of charm and character. Hamra, with its buzzing cafes and bookshops. Gemeza and Mar Mikhail, with colorful murals, art galleries, and some of the best nightlife in the region. And downtown Beirut, where Roman ruins lie just steps away from modern skyscrapers. Ancient history and civilization. To truly understand Lebanon, we must go back in time. This land has been home to countless civilizations, and their traces are everywhere. In Baalbek, in the Bekaa Valley, you stand before some of the most impressive Roman ruins in the world. The Temple of Bacchus, with its towering columns, is larger and better preserved than even many temples in Rome itself. The sheer size of the Temple of Jupiter leaves visitors speechless. How were stones weighing hundreds of tons moved and placed with such precision thousands of years ago? The mystery continues to inspire wonder. Then, there is Byblos. Often called the cradle of the alphabet, this city is among the oldest continuously inhabited places on Earth. Walking through its old souk, surrounded by stone houses, feels like traveling through time. The ancient port, where Phoenician ships once sailed, still welcomes fishing boats today. Here, you feel history not as something distant, but as something alive. Nature and landscapes. But Lebanon's charm lies not only in its history. Nature, too, plays a starring role. Drive just an hour from the capital, and you will find yourself in the Chouf Mountains. Here stands the majestic Chouf Biosphere Reserve, home to Lebanon's most famous symbol, the cedar tree. Some of these trees are thousands of years old. Their branches stretch wide and high, reaching towards the heavens, silent witnesses to history, poetry, and legend. In winter, Lebanon transforms into a snowy wonderland. Ski resorts in Faraya and the Cedars welcome visitors from across the world. Imagine skiing down fresh slopes with a panoramic view of valleys and villages, and later in the same day, sitting by the beach, toes in the sand, watching the sun dip into the sea. This unique blend of mountain and sea makes Lebanon unlike any other destination. The Kadisha Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, adds another layer to this natural beauty. Deep, rugged, and filled with caves and monasteries carved into the cliffs, it has been a spiritual refuge for centuries. Walking here, surrounded by silence and the sound of flowing rivers, is like entering another world. Lebanese food and hospitality. If history and nature make Lebanon fascinating, its cuisine makes it unforgettable. Lebanese food is a celebration of freshness, color, and flavor. Picture a table filled with small dishes, hummus drizzled with olive oil, tabbouleh bursting with parsley and lemon, baba ganoush smoky and rich. Then comes the manaish, hot flatbread sprinkled with za'atar, followed by sizzling skewers of kebab, tender shawarma, and crispy falafel. But perhaps the most magical part of Lebanese cuisine is not the food itself, but the way it is shared. Meals here are social gatherings, moments of joy and togetherness. Families and friends sit for hours, laughing, talking, and passing dishes from one hand to another. And of course, no meal is complete without dessert. Nafe, a sweet cheese pastry soaked in syrup, is a must-try, especially when paired with a hot cup of strong Arabic coffee. Hidden wonders. Lebanon is full of places that feel like secrets waiting to be uncovered. The Jeita Grotto, just outside Beirut, is a natural wonder, an enormous cave system stretching over 9 kilometers, filled with dazzling rock formations and underground rivers. Walking through its chambers feels like entering a cathedral built by nature itself. On the coast, the ancient city of Tyre reveals Roman hippodromes and mosaics by the sea. In Sidon, the sea castle rises from the waves, a fortress built by the Crusaders. Tripoli, to the north, is home to medieval architecture, souks buzzing with life, and the smell of traditional sweets like Halawet el Jibn. And then there are the villages, like Doma, Bisiher, and Deir el Kamar, where stone houses with red-tiled roofs are surrounded by mountains and valleys. Life here moves at a slower pace. Sit with locals, sip tea or arak, and listen to stories passed down for generations. These quiet moments are just as precious as the grand monuments. The people and their spirit. Yet above all, what makes Lebanon unforgettable is its people. Lebanese hospitality is legendary. Even if you are a stranger, you will be welcomed as family. A cup of coffee, a plate of fruit, or even a full meal will be offered without hesitation. And with each encounter comes a story, of resilience, of joy, of living life to the fullest. Lebanon has faced many challenges, yet its people remain hopeful, proud, and full of life. Walk through Beirut at night, and you'll see music and laughter spilling out from cafes and rooftops. There is a unique spirit here, one that celebrates beauty, embraces strangers, and holds on to hope no matter what. Lebanon is more than just a destination, it is an experience, an emotion, a memory waiting to be made. From the ruins of Baalbek to the cedar forests of the Chouf, from the lively streets of Beirut to the peaceful valleys carved by rivers, this land holds a world within its borders. Our journey across the globe begins here, but Lebanon will always remain close to the heart. For once you visit, a part of Lebanon stays with you forever, in the taste of its food, the warmth of its people, and the beauty of its landscapes. This is Lebanon, ancient and modern, proud and welcoming, small yet infinite. A place where history meets the present, where nature meets culture, and where every traveler feels at home.